Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we just got new Dark Time Wizard cards, and they are 10 cards, okay? So first 10 cards for the Dark Time Wizard archetype, the brand new Joy themed series, okay? Kicking off beyond the brand new reveals. Let's see, so 10 new cards, okay? Okay, let's see. Ooh, the pack looks really good, okay? So this is the first card. Ooh, it's the Panther Warrior, okay? So we got a retrain of him. Let's see what he does. So it's a level 4 Earth Beast Warrior effect monster, attack 2k, defense 16. You can only use this card's name first effect once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you can tribute one other face-up monster from your hand or field, then activate one of these effects. Either special summon one monster that mentions Dark Time Wizard from your hand deck, except itself. Okay, so a tour guide, but yeah, you do have to attribute from hand or field. Okay, or send one spell or trap that mentions Dark Time Wizard from your deck to the graveyard. Okay, decent. Okay, and the second effect, cannot declare attacks unless a monster or monsters was attributed this turn. Okay, this card is really strong because it can tutor out any Dark Time Wizard monster, or it can send any spell or trap. So this is probably the starter for the deck. Okay, let's see the next card. Ooh, it's the Alligator Sword. Okay, interesting. So they are recreating. Oh, I see the Jinzo all over here as well. So Alligator Sword Dragon Knight. It's a level 5 Wind Dragon effect monster, attack 17, defense 15. You can only use this card's name first and second effect of this cards once per turn each. The first effect, if this card is in your hand, you can reveal one other card in your hand that mentions Dark Time Wizard. Special summon this card. Okay. So even though it's a level 5, you can just reveal any other Dark Time Wizard card and summon it. Let's see what it does when it's summoned. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add up to 2 spell or traps with different names from each other that mention Dark Time Wizard from your deck to your hand. Then discard 1 card. Okay, so double Rota. And you do have to discard a card, but that's not really that big of a deal. But wow. Okay, really good. And the third effect can attack directly. Okay. Well, so far these 2 cards have been really broken. So you can use Panther, tribute off any monster. Summon Alligator Sword. Sword can add 2 spell or traps that mention Dark Time Wizard. And discard a card. Okay. See the third card. Okay, so yeah, as I stated, the Jinzo Energy Shocker. It's a level 7. It's a level 7. Okay. Isn't the OG Jinzo level 6? Okay, I guess. Dark Machine effect monster, attack 24, defense 15. You can only use this card's name second effect once per turn. This card's name becomes Jinzo while in the field or graveyard. Okay. The second effect of this card is normal or special summon. You can destroy all traps your opponent controls. If a card is set, reveal it. Okay. Then this card gains 300 attack for each card destroyed by this way. Okay, decent. And the third effect, your opponent cannot activate trap cards or effects while you have another monster in your field or graveyard that mentions Dark Time Wizard. I mean, this card is decent, maybe. It's not that insane, I guess. But yeah, sure, decent card. Next up, ooh, the Fisherman. Yo, the Meiko Tsunami card. And it's a level 4. Okay, isn't the original Fisherman a level 5? But okay, anyway, Fisherman Legend of the Sea, it's a level 4 Water Warrior effect monster, so now it's rotable. Now you can add it with Rota. Attack 1850, defense 16. You can only use this card's name first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. The first effect, if your opponent activates a monster effect on the field or when their monster declares an attack, and Umi or a card that mentions Dark Time Wizard other than itself is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. So this is basically like a hand trap, right? Because if your opponent... Oh, but you have to have a Umi on the field. Okay, okay. And the second effective discard is Special Summon. You can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Also return this card on the field to the hand during the end phase of this turn. Oh, okay, I really like this card. It's not broken, but it's really, really strong, because you can just use this to pop your opponent's monsters every single turn, and you can just keep adding it back to your hand, so you can just summon it again. Okay, I really like this card. Yep, let's see the next one. Okay, so it's the Red Eyes Black Dragon Exceed. Okay, ooh, the overframe looks crazy good. Wow. Wow. Wow, Red Eyes looks really good. See what it does though. So it's level 9 Dark Dragon Fusion effect. Monster attack 34, defense 3k. Requirements is Red Eyes Black Dragon plus 1 monster that mentions Dark Time Wizard. Okay. Must be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck by attributing one face-up monster or on either field. During the turn a monster or monsters was destroyed by the effect of a turn of Dark Time Wizard. Okay, so you can only special summon Red Eyes Black Dragon Exceed once per turn this way, no matter which method you use. Okay. The first effect, if this card is special summon, you can special summon one level 8 or lower monster from your hand or graveyard. Okay, that's definitely a decent effect. Okay, and the second effect, unaffected by your opponent's activated monsters. And the second effect, unaffected by your opponent's activated monster and spell effects. Okay, and that's it. That's everything that this Red Eyes does. I mean, it is a generic extender. I mean, that's interesting. And it's very easy to get it out, but we have to see what this Dark Time Wizard does. So, decent card, I guess. Sure. Okay, so here it is, the Dark Time Wizard. Okay, so this is gonna either make or break the deck, basically. So, it's a quick play spell. It's not a monster. I was expecting that it was gonna be a monster because it was a Time Wizard, but okay, I guess. Okay, so a quick play spell. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of these effects of this card's name once per turn. Okay, either add one card that mentions Dark Time Wizard from your deck to your hand, except itself. Also add one Dark Time Wizard from your graveyard to your hand during the end phase of this turn. Okay, that's already really strong. Okay, a Rota, and it's also gonna add itself back to your hand in the end phase. Okay, that's actually crazy. And the second effect, toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict damage to them equal to half those monsters' total original attack. Okay, if you call it wrong, destroy all monsters you control. Well, this is definitely a crazy good card because it's a Rota. If anything, it's a Rota for any card in the archetype. And so you can use both effects, by the way, if you have two of them. But if you use the second effect, okay, you can toss a coin, and even if you destroy your monsters, right, it meets the requirement for the Red Eyes Black Dragon Exceed. Okay, I really like this card. This card's really strong. Okay, let's see the next one. Ooh, they also reworked. They also remade the Graceful dice. Okay, so this time is Graceful Skull dice. It's a quick play spell. Roll a 6-sided die twice and apply these effects in sequence for the rest of this turn. Monsters you control that mention Dark Time Wizard will gain attack and defense equal to the total plus 200. Okay, or monsters your opponent controls will lose attack defense equal to the total plus times 200. So they basically merge the Graceful dice and the Skull dice into one. Okay, I guess. And the second effect, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster or monsters while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card. Then target one of those monsters, roll a 6-sided die twice, and if the total is 6 or more, destroy that monster. I mean, it's decent. I mean, the second effect is really decent, but you do have to toss a coin, and you have to get 6 or more, but you do roll twice, by the way. So you're basically in average you're just gonna get half of the 12, so maybe 6, 7 or 8. So yeah, the second effect is really good. The first effect is meh, it's not that good. Okay, decent. Let's see the next card. Okay, Scapegoats. Okay, so this is Sleeping Scapegoats. It's a quick play spell, and the first effect, it only has the first effect, yeah. Special summon up to 4 scapegoat tokens. Beast effect, yeah, attack 0, defense 0 in defense position. Then if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon 1 Swift Panther Warrior from your deck. Also for the rest of this turn, these tokens cannot be attributed. For a tribute summon, also you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. Okay, this is already really good, because if you use scapegoats going first, right, it summons 4 tokens and you can use them for fusion summon. But if you're using this going second, you can also summon the Panther Warrior, and Panther Warrior is another a monster that tributes monsters to special summon another Dark Time Wizard monster. So you can just tribute off one of the 4 tokens. Wow, okay, I really like this. The lock is maybe too much, but I understand why, because if there wasn't a lock, this card would be just broken. Okay. And if a card or cards you control that mentions Dark Time Wizard would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one of your tokens summoned this way instead. Okay, really good card, really good. Okay, I mean at the bare minimum it's another copy of Scapegoats. So yeah, really good card. See the next card. Okay, so it's a Foolish Grave Robber, and we have a Foolish on the artwork. Okay, so it's a normal trap. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. First effect, send 1 card that mentions Dark Time Wizard from your deck to the graveyard, except itself. Then you can special summon 1 monster from either graveyard to your field. Okay, so this sends for cost, right? And you can summon any monster from the graveyard. Interesting. The second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Set 1 of these cards to your field, either a spell or trap in your graveyard that mentions Dark Time Wizard except itself, or a spell or trap in your opponent's graveyard. Okay. Well, this card is really good, but it's a trap. Maybe as a one-off, but it is a normal trap. I mean, it's okay. This card is decent, I guess. And the last card, oh yeah, so that's it. So this is a reversal box. It's a continuous trap. Once per turn during the standby phase, roll a 6-sided die and place counters on this card equal to the resolve, max 6. Second effect, once per battle, if an opponent's monster attacks during damage calculation, or when a monster effect is activated on your opponent's field, you can remove 1 counter from this card and target one of those monsters, toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, you can special summon 1 monster that mentions Dark Time Wizard from your deck, and if you do, until the end of this turn, change the targeted monster's attack to 0. Also, its effects are negated. So yeah, that's the effect what I was searching for, because yeah, everything else here is not that important, I guess, but you're getting a max 6 times. So yeah, you're getting a 6 times imperm. If you roll 6 on the die, And okay, decent card. It is super searchable, and yeah, it's decent. Even if you roll a 2, you have 2 imperms in one basically. Okay, really good card. I really like this one. This is probably a one-off, but it's really good. Yeah. And we got a another artwork, another alternative artwork for Fire Formation Tenki. Decent, I guess. Okay. So yeah, these cards are actually quite strong, but the problem is that I don't know if the Red Eyes is that crazy of a payoff. I mean, maybe, because it's a towers from monsters and spells, not traps. So cards like Imperm can just negate this card, sure. But yeah, all other cards are actually kinda crazy, especially the Panther Warrior and Alligator Sword. Jinzo is kinda meh because it's a level 7, which is kinda awkward. Fisherman is great. So yeah, all in all, these cards are actually kinda good. They aren't broken. They aren't gonna be tier 1 or anything. But yeah, they are at least decent. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon and goodbye.